Hi, it really has been such an long time since I've last talked to you guys, and it really has been such an eventful weekend. Weekend, not not a weekend, but an eventful semester. It really has been such a busy ass semester. It really showed me on how it sucks to show up every day, right? It really sucks. It doesn't really bring you up on some days, but it will actually bring you up in the long term. I think that's the most important thing that you have to know. Um, so I'm really satisfied right now because the things that I have actually planned out actually happened. So I've really achieved most of my goals so far, and I think that is the most important thing to actually know, right? Because you have actually showed up to the work. I think that's really one of the best things that I have actually realized on is that if you really learn on how to manage your time really well, I think you're going to achieve most of the things that you have ever dreamed of. I think that is the most wonderful thing, and that is the spirit spirit not really that, but it's really all about on the will to do it, to do the hard work, even if it gets tough. For me, I'm really grateful because I live under a roof, right? And everyone has their own struggles, but everyone deals with those struggles differently too. And I think one of the most important things that you actually need to have is the willpower to do it. The will of self-control, I think the will of self-control is the most important thing. The will of self-control is the most important thing that someone could have. If you have self-control, you will actually achieve every single thing that you actually hope in your life. And that is essential on your growth as a human. Self-control as a process, it is difficult because there are certain passions and desires that could actually lead us away from the being of self-control. I think that is the hardest thing about maintaining self-control. But really, it's all about on trying to manage it, like manage it into chunks. For example, I would actually study all week, then I would actually party on the weekend. It's all about managing your time. I think that's the most important thing that you would actually implement in your life. It's all about self-control, really. On the topic of it, I think as a being, you should actually learn on how to deal with things that are out of your control, like accidents, for example. You fell. What can you do about it? Just react in the moment. Just be in the moment, react in the moment, be completely in yourself. That's how you can actually do with things that are not in your control. The human the human nature, no, the nature of things, that's how I can describe it, that's how you can describe it. It's the nature of things that is out of your control, like storms, weather, the flood, the heat, the actions of other people, that are the things that are out of your control. So how can you manage it? Is be in the moment. Perhaps being in the moment helps most of you to actually control your emotions also. For me, I have a severe stutter. I actually stutter all the time. When I talk to people, I stutter. I mean, you have noticed it in my past videos or so, or even now, I actually have some hints of stuttering because I'm not in the moment. If I'm being in the moment, I'm now calm, my mind's calm, everything is calm, I have nothing to worry about. I have all the confidence in the world to actually bring my voice into the public. I think that is the most important thing that you should actually know. Self control leads to management, leads to confidence and peace. Peace for me is not controlling things. It's really all about controlling yourself. I think that's the most important thing that you should know about. It's really all about being in control of yourself, being have the willpower to it. That is the single outmost um, important thing that you as a person could master. To actually achieve peace, you need to have self control. Self control is important. Really, it is important in your life, and with self control, you can achieve the best things in your life. And I think that is the most important lesson that I have learned during this second semester. It's all about self control, and I am thankful for it. I have achieved most of my goals. I have actually thinned down, and I have actually run my first half marathon, which is really really amazing for me because I've never ever dreamed in like the last year that I have run a half marathon. That's 21 kilometers. I think that's really amazing to actually know and to actually feel the feeling of finishing a half marathon. Sorry, no, I'm actually checking if my mic is on. But to be in control of yourself is to be confident. You will have all the peace in the world if you can control yourself. Now that actually ends my so-called talk, and I guess have a good day.